what our children they are going through a lot. But when we teach them what their identity is, at times we even need to take them down to Africa to know that it's not monkeys that are in Africa. Africa is a beautiful place too.
When we went home, my daughter said, I love Uganda. I'm like,
You see?
why? Because everyone is around on the roads. The cows.
Before you can see a cow here, you go to the farm.
The cows, everything, the cars, the people, everyone uses the road. I'm like,
oh my goodness. Oh, Western world.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what is going on in their head.
Eating, buying food off the roadside.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Where do you buy the food? Though they could get some at the city center.
Yeah. And then people being out during the day and the night, the streets are still because everyone, when you walk on the streets, everyone is inside their doors.
Exactly.
When she goes there, everyone is outside.
Yeah. Like what we just talked about. Like we Africans, we are used to. Yeah, you have to work hard before you make it in life.
Yes.
You have to read. You have to become a doctor. You have to become. And you are telling your son to go to read. Go and read your book. When he's supposed to be watching cartoons, go and read your book.
That's what I say. I'll tell my daughter, have you done any math questions
I know.
today?
You see your son watching Netflix and you are so angry. Have you read your book? I do that a lot, Rachel.
And I
because in our place we have to struggle before we get that beautiful.
But remember, it's we don't know any better. I remember my dad forbidding me from watching TV. And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. This is Rachel and
Tebby
from
Conversation on the Couch.
Another day that we are grateful for. If it's your first time to join us, please do remember to click that like. Do leave a comment and share and also subscribe.
Please. It means a lot.
It does mean a lot.
And thank you for those that are supporting us. We really appreciate you and we are not taking it for granted.
We do.
Yeah.
So another day, another chance.
Yeah.
To discuss openly about some of the struggles.
Still under parenting. Yeah.
Under parenting, yes.
Yeah.
About some of the struggles that our immigrant children
go through.
Some we might be aware of, others we are actually clueless about.
Seriously.
We've heard children speak about these things.
And some will just keep eating and just
brush it off.
Do they brush it off?
Under the carpet.
They don't. Some of them don't brush it up. Like they will just keep eating and they just it's as if they just keep silent about it, and at times it even forms them. Yeah.
Do you ever have like discussions with your child? I think Tywell, at least you can have like discussions with him about some of the things that he goes through when he's out there.
Yeah. Now I make it a thing because I saw a video on internet, Rachel. I didn't get over that video. I saw a black boy and a white kid. The white kid, I don't know if you see that video. It went viral on TikTok. The white kid kept saying, "Kiss my shoe."
Oh, someone sent me that video. Yeah.
It was not a pleasant a video thing to watch. I almost cried because I can imagine what the boy is going through psychologically if that video is being passed around the school. At the end of the day, just for the boy's life, which I believe the boy was white, he had to bend down and kiss that dirty sandal.
Which I don't think he should have done.
It shouldn't. A lot of them go through stuff. I told you, Rachel, that I went for a program where, it's just about black. The program is, I think it was Black History Month. And they gathered these children from college, from year 7 to year, and they told them to keep saying what they enjoy in their community or what they didn't like. The girl was saying, in a situation whereby someone walked up to her and asked her, "Where are you from?" And she said because the mom baited her here,
Mm.
and she said she is from Peterborough, and they're like, no, where exactly are you from?
Questioning their identity.
Questioning their identity. And she does not know anywhere else because she's lived all her life. She said, I don't know anywhere else because I've lived all my life here in England. Now someone is questioning me that where exactly am I from?
Am I from? Yeah.
You can imagine what must be going on in their head, like, you know,
am I really from here?
Am I
Because
really
even
from
that other place that they should associate with, which is your home, which should be your home.
Yeah. They've not been
never
there.
been there.
So definitely there is nothing wrong when they are telling you, yes, I'm from England. You know, there was an issue I will never forget. This guy is a family friend. He's listening to me. I cracks us up. He said he went to the airport and there was an incident that happened. And, you know, they arrested someone. And immediately they saw him here in the UK. They picked him up like, where are you from? He said, I'm a British. Say, no, where exactly are you from? He said, I don't know anywhere else. I'm a British. They said, no. Okay, where is your dad from? The boy said, because his dad lives here, he said, my dad is a British. He said, okay, where is your granddad from? Rachel. It was funny, but was not funny.
I mean, they make you sign those forms for.
See those forms, Rachel. You know they've changed it now.
Why do you think they normally say, "Are you black British, black Caribbean,
black African"?
Black
now
Africa.
It's now black African. You know, it before it was black British, but now it's now black African.
I've not seen that one.
Oh, what is black British? Black African.
British is. Yeah.
And you know what those children go through because they don't know anywhere. My children now, okay, we've been to Africa maybe once. Yeah. So you can imagine asking Emanuela, like, where are you from? She'll be like.
But do you think us as parents are doing enough to kind of
teach them?
Now
I let my children know. When you ask my child, where are you from? My child tells you, I'm from Nigeria.
So that they can also be proud of it.
Yeah.
One, like, okay, yes, we do understand that probably my parents are not born British.
Yeah.
They're from Nigeria. They're from Uganda.
Yeah.
But then am I also to kind of relate? How many times do we take our children back home rather than take them to Italy? To Greece?
Yeah. You know, like when you believe you belong in a community and you belong in another community, at the end of the day, you know, these children, they'll be like, I don't even belong in anyone. Where exactly, you know, identity confusion.
Which is, it does confuse them.
Do we say it's our fault that?
I think us as parents are not doing enough because you'll ask how many children, other than probably seeing the food that we cook at home, they know so little about the country. We were discussing this the last time and we talked about our children asking us that, oh, are there big houses in Africa?
Yeah.
Are there big cars?
Are there lights?
Yes. They don't even know.
They don't even know. Yeah. I think it's just a lot because now I remembered when I had my baby, you know, definitely the health workers will come to come check the baby and all that. This health worker kept telling us that please teach your child your language. That is where we got it wrong. When we don't even teach our children our language, how will they know where they are coming from?
How will they know? Because all they know is English. And then when their other colleagues at school ask them where they are from, they now ask themselves, I thought I'm English enough. I commend my friend. She teaches her children, Judy, their local dialect every Saturday.
Rachel, have you seen all those Polish and all those Asians? The way you see a baby like this, a child speaking their language, you'll be like, oh my goodness. Here in the UK, and we are there speaking English.
Yes, and I think
we are speaking
failed,
English.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
we have failed.
Yeah.
Because if you meet that other culture, that child from that culture speaking their local dialect fluently, you're challenged.
I take my child for football, and you see other parents, they are speaking with their child, even at school. You see, they are speaking with their language. And me too, now I make it a thing to speak my language to my child.
Yeah, but here they will speak 1-2 words and that's it.
Yeah.
Don't mind them.
Yeah. At times
they do listen, but they can't speak.
Yeah, my child will be, Mommy, what are you saying? What did you just say?
So
Seriously,
we need to
do
we
better.
need to do better.
We need to do better because those children go through a lot.
It's like when
Yeah,
food wise.
yeah. Oh. You know, we eat spicy and lots of, you know, kind of foods and
That are well flavored.
well flavored. And in the
that
situation,
that have got a lot of aroma.
aroma. Aroma. You know, there was a time I cooked this, we call it ayamashi. And ayamashi has this aroma that you don't know if it's a sweetie type or maybe, it's just there
It's just
at the
there.
middle. And when ayamashi passes around you, when you feel that feeling, you'll be like, what is that smell? You know, it's just like an Indian warming their curry in the staff room.
Really?
You know how the curry, the aroma is so strong that it stays there like forever. So my son now said, Mommy, I want rice and ayamashi. I said, no, don't take it. He said, no, Mommy, I want it. I said, what of, you know, the aroma is kind of. He said, Mommy, I don't care because I like it, which I was happy about. And he took it. And the next day I was stylishly asking him because I don't want to be like, how do you feel? I think we parents, we need to do more.
We need to be better. We need to do better because
To give these children confidence because they are the one going through it already. But in a situation whereby you feel that confidence that,
Do you know, like when someone is teasing you about something that probably maybe that dress that you're wearing doesn't fit you, and you raise your head high and you wear that dress.
Exactly. You see people copying that style already, Rachel. Yeah.
So now it's about them owning up and saying, yes, I am British, but then I'm also proud of my African heritage.
Yeah. There's this saying that they yearn for normalcy, but it seems to be out of reach. Because they just want it to be normal. But in a situation where they are asking for their identity.
There is identity crisis.
Oh my God. I can see the video, a lot of videos that you see that these children, and I don't want our children to go through those kind of pain. But what can we do? It's just we trying to teach them our identity and trying to teach them who they are as well.
Because at home they live by our expectations.
You know, that's another thing at home that you just said now. At home is a different ball game. And okay, in a situation, there was a day I was speaking to my child and my child was looking into my eye like this. And I said, no, because in Africa, how dare you? My mom is talking to you and you are there looking into her face. That's so disrespectful. But here, when you are not looking, you are looking down, definitely you have something to hide.
Also, the outside expect something else.
And at home, you are telling your child to, no, don't look into my face when because I do that
Why
before.
Are you responding by,
But now, I say that's the confidence they give them to look into my face. You see them even when they are talking to their teacher, they are looking straight, which I believe is a good thing. But, you know, how do they strike that balance? They are confused at home. In Africa, when you give your parents something with your left hand, is a sin. In fact, you are being disrespectful. But here, it's not. You see them transferring things to their teacher anyhow. And that teacher is living her life.
It is okay, yeah.
My kid, because in Africa where I come from, the Yoruba land, when a boy greets his dad or his mom, you are prostrating. As a sign of respect. As a sign of reverence, respect. Here, you see them, in fact, they can call. I keep telling my kids, all my friends, don't call their name. Because now they know, okay, Auntie Rachel, they are...
Which is... Everyone is not an auntie, and that's where we go.
They'll tell you.
Is that my auntie?
Is that my auntie? I say, all my friends, they are your auntie. You don't call my friends' name. Why? I'm an African. And I'm proud of it. I say, we are Africans. We don't call people names. Especially when they are grown-ups. When they are like your dad. You want to call who? And they are confused. They are there calling their teacher's name. But now I think they now put like miss to it. Miss so, miss that. They put it to it. But what of the ones that they are not their teachers?
There is no normalcy. Nothing is normal. Yeah.
For them. And you can imagine what they must be. Or in a situation whereby they want to call their surname or their names.
Yes. I know.
And the teacher pronounces the name in the class and everybody, it cracks everybody up because
butchers it.
Yeah. And you are there. The
I
child is there.
I tell people at my work, please don't butcher my name for me. Just leave it.
You see when they call my surname, I'll be like, no. no. But you can, Rachel, and you can imagine what is going on in these children's head. Like,
And yet, when we are to know them or call them, we'll at least put in the effort to learn their
to learn
names.
their names, because they are going through a lot. Don't think, okay, it's just normal, it's the normal thing. Please make it especially when you are their
So
teachers.
I think there is also not enough effort from
It's not enough
the
effort.
teacher's side
Okay,
as well.
my children now, they have this thing. When you are making their hair, my kids, their hair is so long. But now, mommy, they will tell you, mommy, we need an extension. I want my hair to be like my friend's hair. I see your own hair is beautiful as well.
That reminds me of something. There was this thing on Instagram, and the young girl had just been picked up from nursery, and she said, "Oh, mommy, Nathan today said that he didn't like my hair."
There was a day my daughter told me that. I said,
Yeah.
no, but do you like your hair? She said, yes.
And
I
she
said, if you like your hair, that's fine.
what she was telling the mom? She said, "But do you know what I told him? I told him it doesn't matter as long as I like
it. Yeah. Yeah, the day my daughter told me, I said, "What? How do you feel?" He said, "Mommy, it was okay." I said, "Did you like your hair?" He said, "Yes, of course I like." I said, "That's fine. If you like it, whatever other person says, their opinion does not matter. Don't let their opinion shape you."
I normally tell my daughter that everyone is entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
But they just have to keep it to themselves.
Exactly. At times they feel like an outsider in their own country of birth. You can imagine. Look at the lady I talked to you about that was saying when we're in a situation whereby they're asking, "What country are you from?"
I'm from your mother's country.
What our children they are going through a lot, but when we teach them what their identity is. At times, we even need to take them down to Africa to know that it's not monkeys that are in Africa. Africa is a beautiful place too.
When we went home, my daughter said, I love Uganda. I'm like, why? Because everyone is around on the roads. The cows.
Before you can see a cow here, you go to the farm.
The cows, everything, the cars, the people, everyone uses the road. I'm like,
oh my goodness. Oh, Western world.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what is going on in their head.
Eating, buying food off the roadside.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Where do you buy the food? Though they could get some at the city center.
Yeah, and then people being out during the day and the night. The streets are still because everyone, when you walk on the street, everyone is inside their doors.
Exactly.
When she goes there, everyone is outside at night.
Like what we just talked about. Like we Africans, we are used to. Yeah, you have to work hard before you make it in life.
Yes.
You have to read. You have to become a doctor. You have to become, and you are telling your son to go to read. Go and read your book. When he's supposed to be watching cartoon, go and read your book.
That's what I say. I'll tell my daughter, have you done any math questions today?
You see your son watching Netflix and you are so angry. Have you read your book? I do that a lot, Rachel.
And
because in our place we have to struggle before we get that beautiful.
But remember, it's we don't know any better. I remember my dad forbidding me from watching TV.
I say at times I just have to recheck myself. Like,
in fact,
these are our Gen Zs.
Now that you're mentioning it, it's because of that. Like, I grew up not watching TV.
Yeah.
Have you done any homework before you start sitting in front of the TV?
So you feel like it's a bad thing for that boy to be sitting in front of, while they see, okay, now, like my son at times goes for playtime with a friend and they are there in front of the TV playing game. But at my own home, I make sure they are next till the weekend. They can only see the screen over the weekend because they are reading throughout the weekday. And my son sees that, like, God, that this life, soft life,
it's that the struggles that you also went through.
Because in Africa, you have to struggle before you get everything. But here they see you are earning light, it's easy. Their life, that to now live the normalcy we are talking about. It's a thing because we too, we have a mindset here that yes, you believe your child have to study law. Has to study medicine.
Be an engineer.
While here, they are just doing their thing.
Those were the professions. God will have.
Amen.
God will give us that.
Those
strength.
children are going through a lot, but I think as parents too, let's have a talk with them. Let's ask questions. Because some, like we said earlier, some will put it in and might shape his or her life forever.
The thing is that if they don't know how to respond to such criticism outside, then that's where there is a dysfunction. But if someone is confronted by where are you from,
Yeah.
and they really know their identity.
Yeah.
Yes, I was born here,
Yeah.
but I am Nigerian.
Yeah.
I am Ugandan,
Yeah.
and I'm proud of it.
Say it proudly.
Saying
Yeah.
it proudly, the other
Yeah.
person won't even have to confront
Yeah,
them again. But
yeah.
you know, when they're asked and then they are timid, they are not sure.
Yeah.
Then you know you're not happy about your own hair.
Yeah, you are not happy about your own skin. You
About
are
your
not
own-
comfortable in your
yes.
own skin.
But then they're seeing it from somewhere,
Yeah.
because if you as a parent are failing on that front, then how
I think-
do you expect them to be better when they go outside?
Yeah, because I can say they are in a confused state right now. So you as parents is the one to do lots of the work, so that when they are getting those blows from outside, you would have let them know what their identity is, and they are standing strong in it. Yes, I'm African. I'm happy about it. I'm proud of my hair.
And this is
and my
what we
skin.
eat. This is our
yeah.
food. But some kids, you ask them, what is your local food? My daughter, I don't know, maybe I over interact with you guys. My daughter was saying puff is
My daughter, they know is amala. Amala and ewedu. If I had my ewedu,
So
because
you
it's
see, yeah.
slimy, they've turned it to, Mommy, we need that green slimy soup. They call it green slimy.
yes. So knowing that, okay, from in Uganda, this is what we
That's,
eat.
yes, my culture is beautiful
Yes, this is
too.
how we dress.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So there, as parents, we need to really
do
pull up
better,
and do
yeah.
better.
Talk to these kids, ask questions. Please, let's feel what they are going through as well. And as teachers too, if they can help in just trying to understand them, so that they too will be able to fit into the system. It's not like you pronouncing their name wrongly and their mates are there laughing at.
And it's okay. But then also, are we as Black parents involved in these school activities?
Exactly.
Because for you, an example, you do volunteer. So if a chance came
in fact,
up,
I have just volunteered at my new girls' school now. I'm there already, just to
so
make
if
sure.
a chance came up, probably you're able to intervene.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
whereby there is no relationship between you and the teachers, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. I think we just need to do better as parents, because if we teach them their identity, Rachel, I can tell you that you are building a strong child for yourself. Even later in the future, they will be able to face anything and saying yes, no. When you bring it onto them, they will be like, no. You bring yes, because there are lots of challenges out there. Look at the kind of incident that happened on the social media that I talked to you about. You can imagine.
I mean, how would you feel as a parent?
Oh no, I said, Rachel, I saw that video and I almost cried. That what will be going on in the mind of that boy?
And
Is belittling, is a sad thing to watch as a parent.
his self-esteem as well.
Oh, Rachel, and you can imagine playing that kind of video in a school.
Even as
Will he be confident to go back into that
How
school?
about when he grows up?
And the social media does not forget,
how will he
the
manage
internet.
relationships?
Yeah.
How will he be at
I
his
said they were
workplace?
punching him and beating me. Kiss my sandal. Rachel.
How will he be at his workplace? His colleagues growing up, forming relationships with the opposite sex. It really demeans him, his self-esteem.
Yeah.
So until next time,
Yeah.
guys, I mean, there is so much that the African child
You
goes
go
through.
through. Yeah.
But I think it's also important for us as parents and probably the people around these children, not to, how would I put it?
Try to understand them.
Understand that they are going through things.
Yeah, that they are going through things as well.
Yes, and acknowledging that they are going through things. Yes,
yeah.
and being there to help them.
Yeah,
It might not
ask question. Yeah.
It might not necessarily be your child, but if you're a volunteer in any way, probably at church, in the society, be there,
Definitely,
be present.
yeah.
Yes, and until next time, guys, it's been Rachel and
Tebby
on
Conversation on the Couch.
Bye.